Hello folks, and welcome back to Hardspace Shipbreaker. Let's go ahead and get up here and get moving. Then we just start our shift. We already checked our equipment, we're already done most of our good things here, so let's just go ahead and start out. We've got a ship in the bay. Okay, we need another, say, 225, it looks like, for MP. We might be able to get there. Right, 74 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 74 times 6? Yeah, we can totally get there. Easy, no problems. Okay, continue to salvage, let's do this. Wow, I just loaded straight in. Got some tethers and some fuel.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your tethers restored.
Alright, the thing we really need to do today is thrusters, probably, and the reactor. Now, the reactor is going to be a little tricky, but only a little bit. The only real tricky bit is, I think, that we need to be able to pull the... need to be able to pull all this stuff down so that we can actually get to the reactor. Because right now we're all kind of blocked. So let's see if we can, what part of the keel here we can pull out. Actually, looks like this part and this part. I want to make sure we don't accidentally blow up anything, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, that should let this detach. Right, if I push down. Okay, here we go. Alright, so away you go. Let's see if this part... Yep, that part is floating free. Well, there's no lights attached. I don't think there are. Then you can go and go in.
Object processed. Credits awarded.
And same with you. Okay, the keel I don't really care about, at least not yet. The up and then down here is a little strange. It seems to be made specifically for the purpose of basically blocking me. To be able to directly see the reactor for some reason, but that's apparently what they want. Let's get over here and do the same thing here. I guess it's probably safer not to have a straight shot at the reactor. We've seen armor cladding, so we know, like, fighting via ships is a thing. We haven't seen any real weapons yet, but apparently some kind of fighting is going on. You don't need tether for it. I can just pull you and push you, and there you go. Perfect. Maybe even do that with this. So we did upgrade our grapple. Maybe I can do that here. Maybe I don't need the tethers. It's pretty slow. It's pretty heavy. I mean, 2,000 kilograms. That's like, what, 20 people? I'm only one person. Can't imagine this working out too well. We'll try it. If I can line this up and then push you. Okay, it's working, maybe. And now it's stuck. Oh, come on. The processor has gravity. There we go. There we go. Pull it in.
Applying credits to account.
You're free. You're easy to do. This one's only 283 kilograms. That's only like 2 people. Alright, the keel is going to be a little annoying, especially if it gets even in our face like this. If I'm able to pull it... Okay, looks like here. Okay, then you go directly in the processor. Do not pass go. Do not collect keel bucks or whatever. I don't know. Keel bucks might be a thing. Oh, hey, that's loose. Okay. I think I saved it from going in the furnace, so yay me. Over this way. Come on. Come on. And then fire in the hole.
Processing valuable deposit.
So that means this one should be free too, right? This one right here. Yes, it is. I'm gonna start moving the entire ship up a little bit. That's gonna be annoying. It's also too heavy to be able to do just yet, but we're gonna have to do it pretty soon. Because we have a lot of stuff that needs to go in the processor that just won't be able to make it without the jack if we don't push this entire ship up. Okay, so here's the reactor here. Coolant system is still active, which is good for us, but it is something to be aware of. There should be another junction point, and that's the radiation filter. I don't really care about that. Maybe not. Maybe that's it. Can I just pull this away now? No. I mean, it could be because there's nacelles here attached that actually need to go elsewhere. Nacelles are not attached to the fuel system, strangely enough, so they're powered by, I don't know, vacuum power or something. Maybe there's ZPMs, right? You guys ever watch Stargate SG-1? Very cool show. Started in like the 90s. But it totally, I think it holds up. I watched it recently. There's a bunch of cringeworthy stuff, I think, in like the first season. But after that, it definitely picks up. So if you can get through the first season, which admittedly is like 20 episodes, and there's only a few of the seasons that are cringy. Or only a few of the episodes, sorry. Only a few of the episodes are cringy. The rest of it, though, is pretty fun. I think it's more like the first, like, 5 episodes are a little cringy, but once they establish the setting, after that it starts finding its own groove, which is actually, like, pretty good for a TV series. But yeah, ZPMs in that show are 0-point modules. Basically the idea that vacuum is never totally vacuum.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Can I pull down on this yet? No. The keel must be keeping it here. That's gotta be what it is. But yeah, vacuum's never truly vacuum, so there's always gonna be some kind of energy there, and so somehow it manipulates that. Somehow being the keyword, like, even the characters in the show have no idea how it works. But like, yeah, it must work, because it does. The keel's not even attached to anything. What the hell is this? You have a ship where you have to make these 2 parts out inside. I haven't done it yet. Not sure what you're referring to there. There are a couple very tricky pieces sometimes. Usually the best answer for me is just like open up a wall and you can shove them all outside and shove them into the barge. It usually works. That is reactor mass. Cutting that will actually blow up the ship. So we don't want that to happen. Light there. Let me go ahead and pull that light out. How the heck are we going to drop this hole? For some reason the hole's not detaching. Maybe we pull the, let's pull the thrusters out. Pull the thrusters out. That should solve a lot of our problems. We have 3 thrusters back here. Let's just do this. This isn't even pressurized, so there should be no worries, but I'm going to stay away from the thruster cap just in case. Yeah, see, it always moves out a little bit, which freaks me out. That's not a good shot. I think I have a better shot. No, I don't have a better shot at one of these. Alright, well then away you go, that way. Oh, nope, that messed up. Thank goodness the grapple has a long, long reach. The tutorial on how to have fun indoors and outdoors, now fastly can fly into space. Oh, the, yeah, there's a bunch of explosive decompression stuff you really need to be careful of, for sure. Oh, come on, thruster, over this way. Over. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. I don't know why the thruster's crooked there, but it is. Let me see if this one's any better. The trouble with detaching sometimes is that the thruster's gonna be a little bit off-center. So we're gonna have to remove, like, the entire backside of the ship. Yeah, that'll go in, no problems. Which we need to do anyway. Alright, shove you. Same idea. We go up here. Just now I can see the processor a little bit. And fire on the hole there. Yeah, there we go. That worked. How the thrusters are crooked. The hell? Oh, the thrusters are crooked. Did I twist the ship somehow? Okay. I did twist the ship somehow. The ship is totally twisted. What the actual... I don't remember doing that at all. Okay, well... let's take the nacelles out for sure. That's gonna cause issues otherwise. Go ahead and follow this out, I guess. this. Don't shove it into the furnace, though. That would be bad. Yeah, straighten the barge, please. Thank you. Okay, definitely don't blow up any of these hot spots. And burn you.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay, nice easy push. Do not go in the furnace under any circumstances. There you go. Yeah, somehow I ended up twisting the ship. How the hell did I end up twisting the goddamn ship? Nothing's burning yet, so we're good.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I'm just gonna burn every cut point we can here. The idea that eventually it'll let me let go. Ship always moves it all if you want to get something out wrong. Yeah, if you just push like one piece just a little bit off, the mass for some reason stops meaning anything. And you just get all kinds of twisted nonsense right here. Okay, that's separated for some reason. I don't know why, but it did. One more piece over here. Okay, that should make this all separable now. Run real quick. That needs to stay attached. Everything else can go. Now, let's see if we can pull this up towards a jack. If we can pull this up towards a jack, we might be able to do this properly. So you go up that way. We need like two tethers to be able to do this at least. Okay, I'm a little worried that's going to yank the reactor out, but maybe we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, let's take the explosive bit out. Oh, now it seems like it's stuck. I think the reactor's actually, like, preventing it from moving. Well, we can do this here.
Salvage secured.
No, it's still moving. Just had to move everything else out of the way, I guess. Okay, it's 2 of the explosives gone.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
It's like tilting everything, but it is getting out. Okay, you come up here. I want to get rid of this keel. Go ahead and tether that to the processor. Actually, that seemed to help a little bit. Yeah, okay. Undo the tether. Let me go ahead and shove you into the processor from here.
Transferring credits.
Okay, I missed a light. Big deal. Let's give me 2 tether. Oh, no. Hold on. That's going to run straight into the furnace. Go to that jack instead. That's the safest option. If we try to do anything like going directly to the processor from here, we're going to be doomed. Taking it to that jack first is going to be much, much better. Just don't you dare fall into the furnace. You got me? No falling into the furnace allowed. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. Now this thing can go into the processor. You, in the meantime, go over to the jack. If I can pull the thruster out, all the better. Okay, there we go. Don't hit me in the face. Don't hit me in the face. Okay, good. Didn't hit me in the face. We're good. We're straight. No reason to panic. No reason to panic. Aside from the small chance it would have hit me in the face. Other than that, no reason to panic. Here we go. Go to the processor.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
The gravity of the processor should pull that in, so no worries. This thing appears to be too heavy to drag in on one tether.
Object processed. Credits deposited.
And this is not moving at all. There we go. That got moved. Why don't you move? Tied to something here? Let me see. You've got... Oh, you've got a thruster piece. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Okay, so break the tether. We need to pull this up more. Need to make it go away from the thruster piece. The jack is kind of lined up for that. How about this? I'll pull you back towards the berth. I should get you away from the thruster piece there. And of course, you were actually tied properly. It just needs to be raised just a little bit higher. Well, that thruster piece must made out of like adamantium or something really strong. Okay, I think that did it. Okay, so end, and then you go towards the jack over there. I'm gonna do that with 2 tethers, just to increase the speed a little bit. Is that gonna work? It might ding it, but I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah. Dinged on the thruster piece there, but did not get caught this time. And then there it goes. Okay. Then the same thing's got to happen here. We've got to raise this up on this jack over here, I guess. See how well that goes. The reactor is technically available for grabbing now. The thruster in here. Right. Okay, so pull you out. And we can drop you into the barge. Anything else in there? I think there's maybe a light in here. What is that? Oh, that's the thruster bit.
Salvage secured.
I don't see a light.
Credits deposited.
I think we're good. I want to pull this more back, but the berth is kind of small here. We'll see how well this works. Kind of feel like it's going to get caught in the thruster there, but maybe not. Okay, you're definitely far enough, so I'm going to end the tethers. And push you into the processor here. That did end this move, but I'm okay with that. Let's move. Let's see if we can tilt this properly. I tilt you this way towards the jack. That should mean you tilt more so that we don't need to worry about the thruster hitting you there, and it should be fine. Game was really fun and calming, even if you unfortunately have a time limit. Yeah, I agree. And like I said, you can get rid of the time limit if you want. Like the time, if you go to free mode, you can totally just, you can still go through the story. It just, you're less limited by time for sure. I might have done this wrong. Let me do one more tether to the jack. It could be it's just going really slow. Like this is a lot of mass. There we go, it is kind of going slow, but it's fine. Let me raise you up a little bit too. If I go this way, should raise it a little bit more evenly. As long as he's past the thruster. Okay, how are we going to do the furnace? The reactor here.
Processor deposit accepted.
Let's see.
Credits awarded.
Well, the light can come out. That's easy enough. I'm going to have to burn down one of the walls, I think. The best wall to do that on, I think, is probably going to be the top one. I can burn these. And I think it's all one piece anyway, right? I can't just, I can't pull that out, so I'm just gonna burn it. Let me get the keel here. I think the keel's causing some problems. Let me get the keel out. Okay, there we go. That actually pushed it over to actually help out, so maybe that was good. You go that way. That might be raised up high enough now. As soon as the keel gets in the processor, I think in the tether, move you over to the jack.
Deposit accepted for processing.
If you have to go slow, then that's just how it goes. But yeah, now we don't have to worry about it being hurt by the thrusters at all. Alright, I'm gonna go and burn this here. Okay, we vaporized it. These things happen.
Salvage destroyed.
Only 12,000 credits. Compared to the cost of the ship, like, that's nothing. Okay.
Valuable object processed.
Grapple gets damaged sometimes. These things happen. All we need to do is be able to pull off all this fake reactor cladding, and then we can get to the reactor itself and pull it out. Boop. Pull you out. And boop. We have one piece here. Pull you over towards me. And boop.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
And that big piece is taking its time, but I guess it is massive. We could probably cut it with like explosives in order to move faster, but I really don't want to do that. Our explosives need to be a lot more precise for that to really be worth it.
Warning. Oxygen low.
Oxygen's low. I should probably, think about breathing. Okay, you go that way. I'll go get some ox, and we'll pull the reactor. No worries. Just, hold your breath for a little bit. It's fine.
Accepted for processing.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Go need some tethers, because why the hell not?
Stabilizing.
Okay. Destroy that tether, then... That's really... that'll still work. Into the processor, please. 2 tethers should make that go a little faster, though the one being red is maybe not going to work out. Unless it turns just right at the right time. Or not. Alright then, in tethers, let me try this again. Pull you down this way. That work better? That does seem to work better. They're both staying blue. The furnace does have a big gravity well around it, so you gotta be careful about that, but I think otherwise we're fine. Okay, now for the dangerous bit. Gotta yank the reactor. The barge is right below us. I'd kind of prefer it if this whole thing was twisted, though. Wouldn't that work better? Yeah, if this thing was upside down, I would feel better. So let's try to twist it. It's a huge mass, so I don't know if this is gonna work. We might actually need to like split this ship up. Ah, fuck it. I think we just pull the reactor and just go. I'm gonna back up a little bit. We've got plenty of range. If the reactor blows up, I don't want to be anywhere near it. Alright, here we go. Well, still plenty of time till a reactor explosion. Like, meltdown is only if the reactor is like really damaged. They come towards me a little bit there, but
Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
there we go. No problems. I would have felt a little better about twisting it, but whatever. It worked out. Okay, so that's reactor level 2. We gotta pull the ECU, but otherwise we're good.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Alright. I want to burn this wall, but let's separate things from it first so we can actually, like, dump stuff into the barge. There's a bunch of stuff in here attached to the wall. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here attached. Okay, so we get rid of the wall attachments, we can actually, like, pull everything into the barge. So this needs to go. This needs to go. I think the chairs need to go as well. I mean, a lot of loose stuff in here for a little while, but that's okay. Okay, that should be all the stuff attached to the wall, right? Oh, maybe... No, okay, that's attached to the ceiling. That's attached to the ceiling. That's attached to the ceiling. Okay, so we need to burn the wall away. Can I get through here? Of course not. Why would I be able to get through here? That's just crazy talk. Alright. And back through. Alright, let's burn the wall away. So, not the entire wall, though. There's the structure. If I could actually... Come on, there we go. If I could actually just pull the wall into the furnace, that'd be the ideal.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
I can damage whatever goddamn salvage I need to. And we can just burn this away. Okay, hurt the cutter a little bit, but that's fine. Or we could use the cutter. We could use the actual cut, but I don't think we actually need to. Okay, so that goes and dumps in the furnace. And we have a nice, easy, open airlock here. We can just pull everything through and dump in the barge. That thruster, for some reason, did not go in the barge, so there you go.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Okay, so I missed the O2 canister. Big deal. I don't really need it. That is a fuse.
Salvage
I'll go ahead and pick that
accepted.
up. Thanks.
Credit applied.
So there's a point in the beta where everything that went into the barge would actually be on like the top level of the barge. So you couldn't do what I'm doing right now, which is basically like empty the entire thing into the barge. Like, you had to be very careful about your placement. Now, if you notice, it slows down the fall, but it is not necessarily in the fall. Like, the barge actually has depth. That second layer back there didn't used to exist. So everything would just stay on the top layer instead of being between the two layers, and made it really difficult to empty out an entire ship in the same go. Fortunately, that has been fixed. I think the computer terminals here are supposed to be like in-flight entertainment. They're really small.
Transferring credits.
Planes used to be like that. Like, I think back in, I want to say, the 90s, the movie shown on the flight would be like shown like a big projector in the middle. It's actually just true in some flights. I really do prefer the individual screens on the seat in front of you, though. It's only bad when, of course, someone decides to lean their seat back. I really don't like people who lean their seat back. I try never to lean my seat back. I mean, the only time I've ever done it was when I was in first class and there was nobody behind me. Those two things must be true. Otherwise, I think you're just kind of a dick. I mean, I know I'm about average height, right? I'm a little bit under 6 feet. There's some people who are like 6'5" who just can't fit in the tiny seats. And that's hard. I have no good solution for that. Aside from, of course, you know, make the freaking area between the seats wider, but then they can fit less people in, and it's a whole, like, cost issue. Like, I get why they do it, it's just real annoying.
Applying credit to account.
Oops, I got shoved over there. Do not want to shove myself into the processor. It's funny, but maybe we don't do it. A lot of storage bins up here. What is that? That is... Oh, that's the old regulator. Alright, well, I'll shove that over there. Get down there. Probably didn't actually need to tether that, but I did anyway. I keep one hand on the brake. I keep getting pushed back a little bit.
Deposit accepted.
I have one hand on the brake, that should be less likely. Detach. All good.
Transferring credits.
That actually is intact. Holy shit. I don't know why it's detached, but it's actually intact. Looks like some of the storage bins are like attached to the lights or something. That's why the light is running free. Or there's another reason for that, and I have no idea what it is. Yeah, with the reactor and this stuff, whoops, that light is gonna go into the furnace. I got it, we're good.
Salvage deposit registered.
Yeah, I think we're totally gonna get to level 9 for sure. We're definitely gonna level up. And we'll see if we can get level 10 ships. That'd be awesome. I'd like to try to level 10 ship.
Salvage secured.
I don't know what exactly would be a level 10 ship. My guess would be all the hazards. Like, you have an electrical system, you have the coolant, you have the reactor, you have... I'm not sure what else. There's gotta be something else.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Radiation system we already have, so that can't be it. We have the coolant. Let's see, for this ship we had, what? The reactor level 2. The coolant system, which we actually haven't pulled the ECU yet. That light's gonna get... in the processor, there it is. I see it. Grab it. There we go. Yeah, we have the ECU. We have the...
Salvage deposit registered.
we have the fuses, right? We did the fuses last episode. We did the reactor level 2. Maybe there's a reactor level 3. Maybe there's actually a higher level we need to go.
Salvage deposit accepted.
There's a lot of garbage in here.
Transferred.
Kind of feel bad for people actually taking apart airplanes. Which does also happen. Though this, of course, this game is based on taking apart naval ships. Same basic idea.
Secured. Account credit applied.
Are there doors here too? Yep, there's doors here too. Anytime you see a... anytime you see the door controls, means there's a door there. We're going to ignore it and just shove the entire thing in the furnace, but they're totally there. But again, they're only worth like maybe 10,000. Like, not even that really. So by comparison to the rest of the ship, they're effectively garbage. They're totally here. There's totally like, there's 3 doors all lined up right there. Alright, and of course we have storage areas here.
Salvage is secured.
Then of course the first class section, I think we just need to cut this away and shove like half the ship into the furnace first thing, and then we'll be able to take care of the first class area.
Applying credit.
A lot of storage bins here. This is a huge coach area. Shove that in.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
My guess is that during flight, they are not allowed to look at their luggage. Hopefully it's not a very long flight. Like, going to Mars apparently takes 10 months, so, you know. Hope you weren't planning on, like, sleeping for those 10 months, because there's no beds. If you go into the moon, supposedly, there's, so the trip for the original moon landing took about 3 days, but they weren't going hard, right? They weren't doing full burn the entire time. Nowadays, with the ships we have, and the technology we have, we should be able to do it in, like, under, like, 9 hours. Theoretically. Still, 9-hour flight. I mean, I've done it. I've done international flights. You can do 9-hour flights. It's just really, really, really annoying. I mean, you can distract yourself. It's doable. It's just, it's a lot of time to sit down. What is that? Is that a piston? Dampener. Okay, sure. I mean, I don't need it anymore, but why not? Okay, so here's the coolant and the ECU, but I'm going to burn down the wall to get the ECU out. Before I do that, of course, let's grab the coolant. Okay, and then this here. Alright, grabbed. No worries. We have to burn the ECU out, I think. I'm going to take the wall out anyway. Oh, hey. Got a regulator here. Yeah. We can shoot. Let's see. How do I want this to work? Could burn away this wall. There's nothing really attached to it, so there's no real reason to do it. Yeah, that room is just a tiny little luggage room. There's no real reason to go in there. Where does this go? That's all pick up with thruster fuel? I guess I can pick it up for sure.
Applying credit.
I also kind of don't care about the fuel. If it doesn't actually go in the barge, I don't care about it. You go. And you. There's a door control there too, which I suppose I should pull. Funny enough, I think the door controls are actually worth more than the doors themselves. Is that right? Door control is worth... yeah, 78,000. So the door controls are totally worth more than the doors. The doors are only worth a tenth of that, aren't they? I want to say.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Don't see anything in there except for thruster fuel, which I do not need. Looks like this is like an emergency room, so I don't need to cut in this wall. Over here is first class, and this is the exit out. So I don't need to cut that either. I need to cut the walls away from first class. I suppose I could cut the first part there, or really I can cut this here. If I cut this one, I think that'll let me... yeah, that goes into first class. Anything attached to the wall? There is. Alright, you detach these. And I guess we can pull that poster out, because why the hell not? That is actually a cool poster. Let me take that. I don't think I had that one. Let's see. It's another tiny room. Medikit I don't actually need either, but I'll go and pick it up, sure. Is that Ox? That's thruster fuel, so I don't care. Oh, there's Ox right here. Yeah, pick it up, please. Thank you. Barely gave me anything. Alright, well, I can just shove this stuff right through the former radiation shielding. Come on, there you go.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
There, no worries there. Lights 2. Yeah, the first class compartment's gonna be a little difficult to do otherwise. I mean, I can shove the computers through here as well. Wasn't there a second computer? Probably was, I just don't know where it is right now.
Secured. Credits awarded.
Take that, go through here. Where is the other computer? It was in here.
Salvage secured. Account credit
There it
applied.
is. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and take the wall out. I have to do that from the other side though.
Salvage registered.
So yeah, if I
Transferring
take
credit.
this wall out here, or this structure out here, that'll take me. Let me take the wall, right? Yeah. Oh, hold on. Doesn't this? This whole thing goes into the processor, so I need to take this wall out anyway. That's the wrong one though. I want to do this one here. Well, it's okay. We don't get some of the structure, but again, we're going to be under like 2%. We're still going to make our salvage
Damaging
goals.
valuables.
Okay, one more here. Anything to make my job just a little bit easier. And that detaches you. Down you go, and into the furnace you go. Alright, so then we have just these pieces we can just go and throw in. That's the first class compartment.
Salvage deposit registered.
I was actually far less than I thought it
Account
was.
credited.
It was like, what, like 6 chairs in here? Might even be like first class. This may be like VIP class. Like maybe when the CEOs travel, that's where they go.
Salvage secured.
Though they have the regular
Credits
seats.
deposited.
That's what always gets me about first class on airplanes too. It's the same seats. It's not completely the same seat. I mean, it depends on the airline. The last time I flew first class, it was the same seats though. The same seats in first class and it's okay, that looks a different place. First class and coach both had the same seats. It was just that there was more room in first class. That was it. Alright, that was a light. I think there's a light over here. There's some thruster fuel I don't really care about. Oh no, I can't grab those lights. There's nothing else in first class. We've got a free pass over here. That goes to nowhere. That goes to nowhere. Okay, we could probably go ahead and cut a lot of this stuff and go ahead and just start running things down. Actually, if I can cut away the passenger section entirely from the structure, we might be able to just shove it all in the furnace. So that'd be back here. I don't know if this is actually going to work, but we're going to try it. It does mean burning some of this. Actually, maybe cutting would actually be faster. There are still 2 lights. You're right. You're right. There we go. See, that still vaporizes it, but we're still good. 2 lights in the VIP room. All right, thank you very much. Appreciate that. We'll go grab those in a minute. And make sure to vaporize these pieces. Gotta cut all the way. Just make sure we line it up right. Oops, don't move too fast. Okay, that did not cut this for whatever reason, so let me go and do this. If I do that, that's not gonna... Hold on. It's not gonna work as well as I want it to. Okay, you're down. I need to cut this structure element too.
Salvage is destroyed. Don't do that.
And then this one over here. That should let me go ahead and dump the entire thing into the furnace, right? You can just see. That's cut, that's cut, that's cut. That's all cut. It looks like we're... Oh, this one here. Okay, good. I think that was it. Okay, so this should entirely pull away. Let me see if we can drag it to the berth. It might be too heavy. Actually, yeah, it's going to be very heavy. Might need to split it again. We'll see how it goes. Get in here and go back to the VIP room. Make sure those lights are done. Oh, yep, there we go. There's light right there. And on the other side. Got it, got it. Okay.
Salvage deposit registered.
This
Account
entire
funded.
thing we should be able to lift up towards the jack. Let's see how that goes. Pull you, say, that way. The same thing over here. See how strong these tethers actually are. What I want to probably do, though, is pull the back one away. Pull, like, you... Actually, that's the separation part, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, pull you up towards the jack. Separation's here. If I want to pull this back, I'm going to have to pull it towards the berth. We'll kind of move it up, but that's okay. Up and down really don't mean anything. It is separating, but it looks like the part on the right might be too heavy to actually move. But the separation is going to help anyway. Yeah, the part on the right looks like it's too heavy. I'm going to cut it more. Which is sad, because it all goes to the furnace anyway. Alright, so I need to split this up more. We could burn more of the structure or just cut into it, just to see what happens. If we burn the structure, it's probably the cheapest part to burn. Unfortunately, it's made of... it's laid out like a brick. Ooh, that looks like that got cut a lot during my cutting. That was a mistake, but there you go. We'll be able to pull that out pretty soon. Okay, well, this lets us pull the ECU. Except we can't pull it until we burn this part here. Yeah, that goes to the furnace. So I can burn this. There we go. And the ECU should come right out.
Salvage destroyed. Please pay attention.
Okay, that goes in the barge directly. Oh, okay. What? Hold up, what? That's pulling the opposite way of the tethers. Alright, stop the tethers. Doing something weird here. There's a light attached to this thing. Let me go see if I can detach that. Okay, apparently my cutting was just a little bit too aggressive. This is why burning is usually better than a cut, in my opinion. Cut is faster.
Material deposited. Account
But
credit applied.
look at this. This is nonsense. We got a lot of tiny little pieces we gotta work with. It's almost as bad as an explosion. Oh, I missed a light. Probably touched one of the scraps. Well, at least that computer was attached from there. Thank you. There's probably a... Whoops. There's a door attached to that piece for sure, but it's going to the furnace anyway.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
One up this way. Up this way. Come on. Come on. Here, boy. There you go. And one extra light, of course. Always an extra light. Okay, so this whole thing should be able to go to the furnace.
Salvage
Can't pull you
registered.
out, but I can pull you.
Transferring credits.
Bonk me right in the face. That's okay. Oh, the radiation filter. Okay, that is definitely expensive. Do not shove that in the furnace. Okay, that burned you away. Let's come out this way, and you tethered down there. Looks like I missed a piece. Hold on, I can probably grab it. No, except it won't come out.
Salvage
Came out
deposit
before.
confirmed.
We're doing some
Applying
tests. I don't know why it's not coming out now. Come on, come this way. You go to the processor. Right about there. Good bounces, we're good.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Let me see if I can grab it again. Okay, there it is. There. If I can grab you and
Salvage
pull you over this
secured.
way.
Applying credit.
You're still in red. What are you? Oh, you go in the furnace. Okay. Well, then, away you go. It is nice to be able to recover the stuff in red. Not always doable, but we learned when we were doing the industrial action mission
Salvage secured.
that we can actually pull stuff from the barge, so that's great. Okay, I'd like to be done with this shift. Whoops, that almost didn't work. Okay, I'd like to be done with this shift.
Salvage deposit.
What am I missing here? A couple of pieces. Oh, we need oxygen for sure. Nice. Aim at the barge, and we're good. Aim at the barge.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Although I think a couple of the pieces down here, I want to say, need to go in the processor. Yeah, so I can't just burn everything. At least not yet. Okay, it's gonna be a little long, but I'd rather not just go for another shift if we can avoid it. Oh. Give me some ox. Do we have enough tethers to be able to do this?
Stabilizing.
Okay, so the ones that need to go to the processor are the ones underneath. So it looks like the 2 radiation containment units need to the processor, so we'll just burn those out. On the upside, that'll reduce the weight, and then we can drive the entire thing into the furnace. That's the hope. That's the dream. Okay, and this here. Yeah, see, cutting would work, but it would also, like, create a lot of effort. This thing is not coming out. Why aren't you coming out? Oh, it's attached here. See that at first? There we go. Alright, so now you go in there. Yeah, you're going. Okay, it's just slow, but it'll get there. Did move the entire thing over. Just a little bit, but that's actually good. That means that the tethers should be able to pull the entire thing in the processor when we're ready. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We'll see if that actually happens. Okay, then turn you. And that should do it, right? Yep, blue indicates it's all good. So in the processor, you go.
Transferring credits.
Okay, any other pieces? I think there's one more, but I think it's on the other piece. Furnace. Okay, so let's see if we can just burn this entire thing. I'm gonna do 3 tethers here. Maybe even 4 tethers. What the hell? Moving. It's not moving. It's too big. It's just way too large. It will not move. Will it move? Okay, let me try. Tried shoving it just to see if that would work.
Applying credits to
No,
account.
can't shove it. Okay, well, it's too big, so that's not gonna work. And how about this? That goes the processor, that goes the processor. That goes the furnace. So if I burn this giant piece here, it'll separate the pipe, and we can shove all the pipes in the processor. This also goes, looks like. This part, once we get it reduced to the parts that only go to the furnace, this one will go in. But the other one's just too big. I need to cut it somehow.
Salvage destroyed. Don't
Or
do
just
that.
leave it, I suppose. Can I get this part in here? I think I have to cut from above. That work? Yeah, that worked. Okay. Pull you up here. Come on, up here. Come on. Yeah, I can't. Okay. Do that. That should be sufficient. Oh, hey, there's a door control. There you go. Okay, now the pipe needs to go. Oh, and the lights, too. Don't forget about the lights.
Credit applied.
Like there. Like there. Okay. Now, the pipes are all just one big giant piece, right? They all go to the processor. So I burn this, and we're good to go. It's gonna have to get hot. It's gonna have to get pretty hot. I don't know if this is gonna work. There we go. We burned it. Okay, and this whole thing goes to the processor. So pull this back. Or down, or whatever. Oh, it's attached here. Okay, so I get rid of this attachment. Oh no, we don't need to detach that at all now. So you go to the processor. You attach something there? Oh yeah, you're attached to the... Okay, that's fine. Pull you up to the jack. And get you out of the way. Come on, don't be red already. Come on. Just go to the jack. That's all you have to do. That didn't work out for the processor bit. Okay, you go that way. Good, that'll work. You, ECU, hello. About time you showed up there. Let me go ahead and shove you under the barge, and that should work. That pipe bit is a little bit finicky right now. Once he gets past the furnace, we can end the tether.
Salvage
Come on.
accepted.
Come on. I just want to get to level 9. Just all I want is level 9 salvage, and we're good to go. Once I shove this in the furnace, that might actually do it. Can I grab you and push you that way? Can I accelerate you at all? No? Doesn't really work. Okay, well, drop the other piece in. That's bouncing off the furnace. What is the deal here? Shove you in. Does that work? Okay, it convinced it. There we go. I just had to move a couple more pieces in.
Processing valuable object.
Okay, whatever. We lost no 2 canister. Big deal. Okay, now you go into the furnace. I'm going to go ahead and put in 2 tethers there just to move you a little bit faster. There should be nothing in there we care about. Double check that to make sure, but I think that's how that goes. Yeah, furnace, 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 furnace. All good to go. Okay, so then you down here. Maybe just splitting you into 2 will work, but the trouble is you're kind of Legoed together, right? Very much in the way of brickwork. Oh, well, if I separate right along this side, it looks like that'll work out. Just need to take care of some of the internal sides, but I think that'll be okay. We could just cut randomly, but cutting along the grooves here and melting these down is going to save us a lot of trouble in the meantime, I hope.
Salvage destroyed. Please pay attention.
Okay, good. That's going into the furnace, so that is working. Great. Lose on some of this, but that's okay. That's a structure. I definitely want to burn this. Yeah, okay, see, we lost the door, but the door is only worth like 1,000 credits, which is crazy.
Salvage goal fully completed.
There we go.
Rewards assigned.
It's not cut yet, so we go... Maybe it is. That looks like it's all the way around. Right, now can I shove you into the furnace? Is that a thing? That should work. That should be the big giant section right there. There we go. 3 tethers means it goes along pretty good pace. We're gonna burn some thrustral fuel, but whatever. Okay, then I can attach you to the backside here. And that should go too. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so they're all tied in together. So we should just be able to sit here and watch it happen. Drink some tea, enjoy it. We got all the salvage goals. That's exactly what I wanted. We're probably going to level up, which would be great. Might have exposed level 10 hazards to us, but that might take longer than I think. We could also do like a nice quick ship next time, maybe. Just to see if we can... I mean, we could do a quick ship, that's for sure, but...
Raw material processed.
That's nice.
Credits deposited.
Almost too big for the furnace, but we made it happen. And that... Oh, interesting. I wonder if the tethers are going to maintain once it burns. We lost an air filter. Wow, that's sad. 81,000 units gone. The tethers will not actually stick, it looks like. Yeah, the tethers just burned. Okay, so that didn't really work out. pull you over that way then. Gonna have to get you close. We don't want you to accidentally go in the processor. It would be funny, but not actually helpful. Yeah, I think it really only works to link things together when they go into the processor. Going into the barge stops them too quickly. Going into the furnace, they of course burn, so the tether is attached to nothing. So really it only works to go to the processor. Sad, but there you go. If the parts of the furnace, if the gravity of the furnace actually pulled everything a little bit more strongly, well, they're really difficult to get out, so that'd be bad. Yeah, if it didn't actually burn until it got deeper in, though, that would be helpful, but probably best not to mess with it too much. I know they did a lot of tweaking for the furnaces and processors in the beta, because the furnace used to have like this enormous gravity well that if it was anywhere nearby, it would just pull it in and burn it. Cost a lot of ships, for sure. Now the processor and furnace have about equal gravity wells, so it's a little easier to just kind of throw in the general direction, it's fine. But not so much that it grabs everything and just takes it, whether you like it or not. Alright, this has got to be burning pretty soon. I think now, yeah, the furnace has it. Release the tethers. Yeah, the furnace totally has it. Hasn't claimed it and given us credit for it yet, but it totally has it now. Burn, baby, burn. We're gonna lose like a couple of doors, but I think that's basically it.
Material accepted.
We'll see how much of this stuff
Transferred.
gets done. Okay, we lost social fuel. We knew that was gonna happen. That's fine. And there's a door in there too, or maybe not. Maybe the doors were actually just in the previous sections. Thruster fuel. Okay, that's not too bad. Air filter somehow we keep on missing. So we lost like what, 3 air filters there? Otherwise, not too shabby. Okay, here's the doors here. I don't know why these are all separated. Oh, no, grab you, grab. Oh my god.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Pull you
Applying
out.
Credit.
Come on, up here. Up here. You're gonna go into the furnace. There you go. Okay, there's the doors. So I don't know why the doors were separate when I pulled this. There must be a reason for it, but I don't know what it is. And we have like various other panel pieces that got cut, but they're gonna be fine now as they shove into the
Raw
furnace.
material accepted.
Don't actually need to do the final cleanup work if we don't want to, but there you go. Anything else we're missing? Little tiny bits and bobs, but that's about it. I can totally grab that. There you go. Probably remnants of when we cut. Like that one there. Computer terminal went in the wrong place. There you go. Otherwise, it looks clean. It's in the shift. We're missing, like, maybe a percentage point or two there. Don't entirely know what's up with that, but it's okay. We got the level 9 salvage. I'm good. So we missed 11 lights. There were a lot of lights. We did destroy a couple of coolant pipes. We only missed 1 door console, though. It's not too bad. 2 air filters. We know that. Otherwise, not too shabby. Only 2.2% destroyed. Not too bad. We have a remaining 1% of something, but it's not even worth $1 million, so whatever.
New certification level has been achieved.
Hey, I'm an expert
License
now.
level increased.
Huzzah. Huzzah, huzzah. Well, thanks for watching. This has been Hardspace Shipbreaker. I'm Peace Universe here, Peace Universe 2, and I'll see you guys next time.